Hi there, how are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today I have a very special message that my father asked me to convey to everyone, to all my audiences. It's a topic of climate change. He's been reading a lot about it in the newspaper, and we are seeing it around us. If you're living on the western coast of the United States, if you're in the Bay Area of California, or in Northern California, or in Southern California, you know what we're talking about. So, what is climate change and what should we do about it? According to the leadership in this country, we should have net zero emissions, which is a really good goal. Hopefully, it's also a feasible goal. We should also have mandatory reporting on climate and on climate risks. That's another amazingly good goal. Others are debating about many types of actions we can take. And, there's a lot of technology out there, like solar, electric vehicles, and whatnot. And many of us, just your ordinary person, many of us may not be able to afford many of these types of solutions. We may not work in situations that afford us the ability to contribute to many of these types of solutions. And so, what can the average person do? What can an ordinary person do about climate change? And this is why I'm calling this episode of Mornings with Marilyn, The Climate Change in Your Body. How we eat and what we eat can either contribute to climate change or help mitigate it. We know that globally, animal products, meat and dairy products, have some of the highest greenhouse gas emissions because of the way that land is cleared for cattle grazing or sheep grazing or for dairy cattle. We know that there's a tremendous amount of resources, including greenhouse gas emissions that come from the removal of forest for cattle grazing, from the transportation, from the refrigeration and the processing. Not including, not to think about the slaughtering and all of the food that goes into feeding these animals that could be used to feed poor people and starving people around the world. And thinking about the amount of water that could be saved that we give to the animals or to the dairy cows. And so, not to also think about the torture that goes into these mass industrialized systems of animal agriculture, but only if we look at the greenhouse gas emissions. The greenhouse gas emissions from animal-based foods is way higher than from plant-based foods. If we are to eat more plant-based foods, we are not only mitigating climate change wherever we are. Your average ordinary person, just 3 meals a day and a few snacks a day, you can make a difference in the climate situation wherever you are in the world. Now, not only are you going to make a difference with climate change, you're going to improve the wellness, the well-being of your body if you are eating more plant-based foods. And if you've been watching our show, Beyond Medicine with Dr. Margaret Cornelius, you know that the more animal products you eat, the more risk factors you will have for all of the lifestyle diseases. Chronic kidney disease, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, you name it. There are connections to animal-based foods. What else? What about the climate change in your body? Has to do with food intake. What about the climate change happening around you, in your home? Your energy use, how you use energy, how much you use it, whether you're wasting energy. What about your transportation choices? I met someone recently who rides his bicycle even in the rain, even in the dangerous road conditions here with no bicycle lanes in Fiji. He's extremely committed to sustainable transportation. And, one of the things that we can think about too is it's not only a climate benefit when you ride your bicycle or when you walk instead of driving, or when you take the bus instead of driving by yourself. The benefit to your body of movement is so important to keep you healthy. So there are all these other benefits, aside from climate change benefits, that we can put into motion just in our daily life. The way we eat, the way we transport ourselves, the way we use energy in our homes. Now, we are all living in the COVID-19 era. COVID-19 has very humbly taught us, and very decisively taught us, to grow our backyard organic gardens for vegetables, to stop flying, to stop going to work and stop driving as much, to stay local, stay home, be safe, and be healthy. And so here we are, we're looking at climate change in the face. And sometimes we might feel helpless. What can we do? There's a lot we can do. We don't have to be buying expensive technology or equipment. We don't have to push ourselves to participate in high-level political debates. What we can do as a regular, average, ordinary person who cares is eat more plant-based foods. Move your body more. Transport yourself using your body more than cars. Use less energy in the home. And notice that you are connected at every moment to what the climate is doing. And the benefit of that is you can change your behavior today and make a difference. So that's it from me for today. Join me tomorrow for another message on Mornings with Marilyn. Bye.